The Yamaha TW200 has always been a motorcycle that stands in a category of its own, a rugged, reliable, and quirky machine that's as comfortable on dirt trails as it is cruising along a coastal road. For 2026, Yamaha hasn't reinvented the TW200, because it never needed reinvention. Instead, they've refined it just enough to keep it fresh while staying true to its roots. This is a bike that has built a loyal following over decades, and the 2026 version continues the legacy with small but meaningful improvements, a few subtle design tweaks, and the same go-anywhere, do-anything attitude that riders have loved since the 80s. The TW200's charm starts with its design. At first glance, you immediately notice those iconic balloon tires, fat, wide, and unmistakable. They're not just for show. The massive 130/80/18 front and 180/80/14 rear tires give the bike its unique stance and exceptional grip on almost any surface. Sand, mud, gravel, or pavement, it doesn't matter. Those tires just dig in and keep you moving forward with confidence. The 2026 model keeps this signature feature but adds an updated tread pattern for slightly improved road manners without sacrificing off-road bite. The frame remains a compact steel tube design, simple, strong, and easy to maintain, but Yamaha has subtly improved corrosion resistance with a higher-grade powder coating, making it better suited for long-term outdoor exposure, especially in humid or salty environments. One of the biggest reasons people love the TW200 is its simplicity, and Yamaha hasn't messed with that formula. The 196cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine is still at the heart of this machine. It's not a high-performance motor by any stretch, producing around 16 horsepower and 11 pounds-feet of torque, but it delivers smooth, predictable power that's easy for beginners to handle while still being enough for experienced riders to have fun on. For 2026, Yamaha has optimized the fuel injection mapping for better throttle response and improved cold starts, which is a small but noticeable quality of life upgrade. The engine is mated to a 5-speed gearbox with gear ratios that perfectly balance slow technical riding with the ability to cruise comfortably at around 55–60 miles per hour. You can push it to 65 or even 70, but the TW200 isn't meant for high-speed highway touring. It's happiest on back roads, city streets, and trails. Suspension has also received a touch of refinement for 2026. The front fork still offers 6.3 inches of travel, and the rear monoshock gives 5.9 inches, but Yamaha has retuned the damping to improve comfort over small bumps while maintaining stability over larger obstacles. It's not a hardcore dirt bike suspension setup, but it's more than capable for the kind of terrain this bike is built to handle. Whether you're hopping over a curb, crossing a shallow creek, or weaving through forest trails, the TW200 feels planted and confidence-inspiring. The seat height remains at a very approachable 31.1 inches, which is a big reason why the TW200 is such a favorite among shorter riders and those new to off-road bikes. Combine that with a dry weight of just 278 pounds, and you have a bike that's incredibly easy to maneuver both on and off the saddle. In fact, its low weight and compact size make it an ideal bike for exploring tight, technical trails where heavier adventure bikes would struggle. Fuel economy has always been one of the TW200's strengths, and that continues into 2026. Thanks to the efficient engine and modest power output, you can expect around 75–80 miles per gallon in normal riding conditions. With a 1.8-gallon fuel tank, you're looking at roughly 130–140 miles of range before needing to refuel. Sure, it's not a massive touring tank, but for the kind of day trips and trail adventures this bike is designed for, it's more than enough. The instrumentation remains simple and functional, but Yamaha has given the 2026 TW200 a small modernization here as well. The classic analog speedometer now features a small digital inset that displays an odometer, trip meter, and fuel gauge. It's a subtle update that blends in with the retro styling but adds just enough convenience for modern riders. Lighting is also improved with a new LED headlight and tail light, which not only look sharper but also provide better visibility in low light conditions. Ergonomics are as comfortable as ever. The wide handlebars, upright seating position, and well-padded seat make it easy to ride for hours without discomfort. The TW200 isn't about aggressive riding positions or high-speed aerodynamics, it's about enjoying the journey at your own pace. The controls are simple, the clutch is light, and the gearbox shifts with a smooth, mechanical feel that's satisfying every time you change gears. One of the key selling points of the TW200 has always been its versatility. This is a bike you can use for commuting during the week and exploring trails on the weekend. It's equally at home in an urban environment, where its nimble handling lets you weave through traffic with ease, and in remote areas, where its low-end torque and chunky tires let you crawl over rocks, sand, and mud. It's not intimidating to ride, and it doesn't require a ton of maintenance or expensive parts. In fact, the simplicity of its air-cooled engine, chain drive, and carburetor-like fuel injection system means that even those with basic mechanical skills can keep it running for decades. The 2026 TW200 also appeals to a certain kind of rider who values the journey over the destination, who prefers exploring backroads to blasting down highways, and who wants a motorcycle that feels approachable, reliable, and full of character. This is not a bike that chases the latest trends or horsepower wars. Instead, it's a bike that delivers consistent fun, year after year, without overwhelming you with complexity. Yamaha has priced the 2026 TW200 very competitively at around $5,099 in the market. That makes it one of the most affordable dual-sport motorcycles available today, especially when you consider its build quality, reliability, and resale value. It's a bike that holds its price well because it's not something people rush to sell. Many owners keep their TW200s for decades. For riders looking to customize, the TW200 has a cult following in the aftermarket world. There's a thriving community of enthusiasts who turn their TWs into everything from scrambler-style customs to minimalist adventure rigs with racks, panniers, and auxiliary fuel tanks. The simplicity of the platform makes it incredibly easy to modify, and the 2026 version retains full compatibility with most existing parts and accessories. When you ride the TW200, there's a certain feeling you get that's hard to put into words. It's not about blistering acceleration or carving through corners at high speed. It's about a sense of freedom and playfulness. You can hop on it with no plan and just explore. See a dirt path off the main road? Go for it. Need to cross a patch of deep sand? No problem. Want to cruise down to the local coffee shop? It'll do that too, and turn a few heads along the way because of its unique look. In an age where motorcycles are becoming more technologically complex, with riding modes, traction control, and TFT dashboards, the TW200 stands as a reminder that riding can still be simple and pure. For 2026, Yamaha has shown that they understand this bike's loyal fanbase and have resisted the urge to over-modernize it. The changes they've made, better lighting, improved fuel mapping, enhanced suspension tuning, are all subtle refinements that make it an even better version of what it already was. For beginners, it's one of the easiest motorcycles to learn on. For experienced riders, it's one of the most fun bikes to own for casual adventures. For commuters, it's a fuel-sipping, easy-to-park urban runabout. And for explorers, it's a low-maintenance, go-anywhere machine that will keep running for years with minimal fuss. The 2026 Yamaha TW200 isn't just a motorcycle, it's a lifestyle choice. It's for the rider who wants to slow down, take the scenic route, and explore places that most bikes can't reach. It's a machine that asks for very little but gives back a lot in return: reliability, versatility, and a whole lot of smiles per mile. Whether you're just starting your motorcycling journey or adding another machine to your stable, the TW200 deserves a serious look. Yamaha has once again proven that sometimes the best way forward is to keep doing what you've always done, just a little bit better every year.